Hi guys, today we're going to do a layout. So I know I'm supposed to be doing one layout per day for the year. So it is January 9th and I only have 3 layouts done for this year. So I am a little bit behind, but I'm going to do 2 right now. And I just have like a simple sketch. Let me pull out these pictures. So I have 4 5x7 pictures. There's one more somewhere. And, oh, there it is. That's what I'm going to be doing. Okay, so to get started, I'm going to be using some thickers that are called Doll. And I'm going to be using some sequins, probably this blue and aqua down here. And scraps. Now, I was inspired by Haley Stewart 1 on YouTube, the way she used her scraps. That's how I'm going to use my scraps. So let's just get right into it because I have 20 minutes. Isn't that fun? So this is SEI Simple Set Sporty. It's called Yardline. This is probably, I'd say 8 to 10 years old. I don't like this paper. It's okay. What I'm going to do, a friend taught me, one of my scrappy chick friends, when you don't like the print, flip it over and use it for the back because I need a white cardstock and I am fresh out and I don't want to go back to the store because that will get me in trouble buying a whole bunch of other stuff. So all I did was cut off the strip, flip it over, ink it on the edges, and then just draw with my pen a little line all the way around. And then I doubled the line up to make it a little more present and thicker. So that's that. And now what we're going to do, I took a bunch of scraps and cut them into 2x2 squares like this. Just a bunch of them. Then I inked them and drew little lines around them as well. So what I wanted to do was put 2 pictures down here and here. I inked this and I'm gonna just stick the picture on there. Okay. So I am going to probably put these 2 pictures on here. And then also using scraps, I made, okay, so this is I think this is Pebbles ink. Oh no, Bo Bunny. So I just took this ruler. Actually, this is, here, let me show you. I put it on some scrap paper, traced around it, cut it out, inked it, put a line around it, and just cut out some simple shapes for the top to make a water hose. The kids are doing water wars, is what I'm calling this, water wars, yeah. So they're having a water fight in the middle of the street because, you know, that makes things fun. And then also with scrap paper, because I saved everything I cut out on my Cricut, I saved all the scraps. I know that sounds crazy bananas, but I was able to cut out a bunch of little water droplets and I just freehand it. It's not anything super special as far as, it's just me drawing it out, and then I stickled it. And what I did was, I don't know if you could see this, but I left a little part open like a shine mark. I don't know if you can see that. Anyways, so that's that. So that's going to go there. It's going to say Water Wars up here. And the thought process was to use the scraps like a grid on here. But I think what I want to do is like ombre it light to dark. So light, light. That's the same color, huh? I don't know. This is what I'm thinking. This was the process of that. of my brain So I'm thinking I want to do something like that. Okay, I'm gonna make a grid. So I'm gonna remove this real quick off to the side. And probably put that like that. And you know what? I didn't even think about how it's gonna fit size-wise as far as a 2x2. But I think that's gonna be it. So I'm gonna grid that out, put it down, and we'll see how it goes from there. Alright, so this is the grid that I came up with, and I know it's not completely straight because I'm not perfect and I did not want to pull out a ruler, measure, and all that. So here it is. This is what I got. Now I had to cut my pictures down from 5 to 4 1/4 because they were not fitting the way I wanted them to fit. So this is how this is gonna go, like so, on there. And then I'm gonna put my little water hose there with some water drops, something like that. And I'll probably pop up the water hose, most likely. And then I am going to add little sequence dots. Let's get those out. I think I'm going to use the dark blue. Ooh. Just kind of put them around the water drops. Give it a little bling. You can never go wrong with bling, in my opinion. So I'm going to do that. And I put some more drops on this side for balance. I'm kind of symmetrical weird like that, even though I don't measure stuff. I don't know, I get weirded out. Let's see, let's do this one. Like, I like balance, but it doesn't have to be perfect balance, if you want to call it that. And then we'll put some drops over here. Like that. And then I'm going to put the title up here at the top with these stickers. And I picked black letters because I wanted it to pop. I don't know how that's going to look. We're going to find out though. And that's going to be my first page. And I will probably just repeat the same thing on the next page, but put a journaling box somewhere in the middle. So I'm going to have to cut those pictures down as well. Let's see. So this would be here. That's why I need black, because of all that's going on. I need something that can just stand out really, really, really well to the rest of the page. Otherwise, the title will get lost in all of my chaos that I have going on. And again, nothing is perfect because that's not how I roll. I'm always crooked or off, or you know what, and I don't care because it's my art that I'm creating for my kids, and they'll just know that their mom wasn't perfect. Big surprise to them. Okay, so that's what it's looking like. So I'm going to stick all this down and then we'll get to the next page. Alright, so this is what I came up with for the first page. So what I did for the second page is I basically just mimicked the grid with scraps. And it's not exactly like that's different. You know, it's not exactly the same, but prints, but you know, it works. So I did that. I had to cut my pictures down again on this page, and I inked everything with Colorbox Moody Blue. So that's what I used for around all my edges, and I wanted to give it kind of like a wet water monochromatic ombre effect. I know that's a lot. That's a lot in one little page layout. But I think what I'm gonna do here is do that. Okay, so we're gonna put this water hose here, and I already put foam on the back of that. We're gonna put this here. We're gonna throw some water out. Okay, water here, like this, and some water over here, like this, just to balance out the page. And I like to, at this point when I'm doing my second page, hold it next to this one to see, like, is that too much right there, because it's already here. So I'm thinking let's move it to the middle, because visually I like to see this better than clunk, 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 clunk. If that makes any sense to anybody else, it makes sense to me. But that's how I like to see it. So I think I'm gonna do that. And I do have more water drops here that I just made. And again, all I did was cut it out of my scraps, ink around the edges, use a black pen. Here, let me see if I can use a black pen around the edge, and then use stickles. Actually, it's not even real stickles, it's like generic Michael stickles. So that's that. I'm probably gonna do some more sequins. I'm like loving sequins because it's so flat. I like that it's flat. Whereas when you have bling, you know, the bling sometimes pops out too much. I love that it's flat. Now you just need a little dab of glue. Okay, so thinking about journaling right now. I just want to bling this whole thing out, but that would be ridiculous, right? Not. I love how skinny and tall these letters are. Okay, so here is the second page, and I just put the journaling there. This actually took me a little bit longer to complete this layout than I wanted to, because I had to think. I thought I had everything pre-done and ready to go, but I had to think about a couple things. So I just wanted to show you guys. Here it is. I don't know if you can see that fully, but that is the whole layout. So there's the first page, and there is the second page. Again, this is a great way to use the paper you don't like in an inventive way, so you don't have to throw it away. Flip it over, use the white side or the back side, whatever it is. Also, to use your scraps. I use scraps on all these squares. I use scraps on the little watermarks for the little water hose. And I thought it turned out well. So that's 2 more to add to my January count. So now I'm at a whole whopping 5. I'm 4 behind, so we'll see how it goes for the rest of the month. Thanks for watching.